watching this is going to be severely boring. It's just us talking, and then Heather edits it into a reasonably watchable video. Hey, you can't make gold out of a sow's ear, mate. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so we went to Newcastle Comic Con, and I spoke cast then to Tony Karan, who recognised it and recognised my cosplay, and actually recognised hers once she actually said something, and kind of spoiled her as well, which I just thought was funny. I made her sit through the majority of season 1. She'd already seen a few episodes.
Yeah.
And then Tony goes, "Didn't we kill you already?"
It was really nice though. He is a really nice guy.
And he was talking about when he was in Underworld and when he was in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which I didn't know.
No, I loved that film.
I never realised he was the Invisible Man.
And the Invisible Man was one of my favourite characters, but I didn't know it was him.
Ironically, he was one of my least favourite characters. But he was talking about as well when he was in 13th Warrior, which is one of my all-time favourite movies. I don't care how cheesy it is, or the fact that it was only shot in 6 months, right?
It is a good film.
He said that the idea behind his character Weath was he was a Scottish-Irish immigrant Viking. Pretty much, he'd grown up in Ireland, washed up on the shores of Scotland, but was still a Viking, right? So they wanted him to speak Irish. Now, I love Tony's pieces, but I've watched this movie so much, he sounds Scottish. He speaks his own sodding language, which you kind of... If you really don't know Scottish, you could, squint and kind of see it as Irish, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're wondering what the racket is behind me, it's the phone. The damn thing barely goes off, it just picks when we're doing a video to go off. It's like...
It's not me your mobile that does it.
Sure, your mobile.
Both of our mobiles have done it.
Mine isn't as weird as yours is. Mine's just Alec. Really? The main thing he was there for this time round was his role in 11th Doctor episode.
Yeah, and
Vincent Van Gogh is what everyone was asking him about.
I'd say Vincent Van Gogh and Defiance.
Yeah, well, there's 3 of us there that I could count who were Defiance fans. Well, 3.1. No, I originally went... My idea was Alak, which is Daytak's son. But when I got the wig, it wasn't the right kind of shade. And I couldn't... For a change, when I crossplay, I couldn't hide the fact I was a girl. I usually can, believe it or not. But, so I thought, okay, generic cast it then, he'll get it. We were in the talk, and I was like, right, I'm going to say something, I've got to say something. So I got the mic and I just went, Naraka Tatata Favitara, which is, I love you, Favita. Favi is a term of endearance.
Yeah.
And he got it. He didn't originally get what I was saying. He knew it was a compliment, but he couldn't remember some of the words. But he knew what the general gist of it. And everyone else was like, what the hell is she saying? And she got him to sign the picture of yours.
Ah, yeah.
And it says, my Bonnie Heather, right? She's not Scottish, but she's got Scottish descendants, ancestors. And obviously her name, Heather, kind of has a Scottish ring to it.
Yeah.
But although he wasn't in Highlander, it also has a Highlander connection.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cause Connor.
My Bonnie Heather.
Yeah.
That sounded so fucking Irish. Whereas, I obviously picked this picture of Daytak. Now, I may never meet Jesse Rath, who played Alak, but meeting the Kestan who head of the family, which is Daytak's role, he's cool enough. And I forgot I was so kind of hyped on it, I forgot to do what I was originally aiming to do, which was ask for the greeting. But we are at Kleptomania and he's there, so I'm considering. Depends what we cosplay this. I could be walking around in pure black again.
And pending what time we get, but
true. It's like we were in photo shoots, and I was out. We just had a picture with Tony, and I was waiting outside for her because she was going to find all the bags. And he came out, saw me, and went, "Namaste." And he took me a second. I'll admit, it took me a second. And I went, "That's not Castathan." And he looked like he was going to crack up laughing. And he's like, "Nice to meet you," and carried on. It was cool.
Yeah, it was a really nice convention. Like we said after Forsaken was so relaxed, so chill. We got a great interaction with the guests. But yesterday, it was so good. But
it was full, but it was calm.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not lively enough. It's not energetic enough." The thing is, when it is lively and energetic, they're complaining that it's too packed, that the queue's too bad, that the photo shoots are all wrong. You can't have it both ways, dude.
It was kind of like there wasn't a lot of noise. Like normally, like you go to some of the expos, MTM, and you got the noise from tannoys, you got the noise from speakers around, you got noise from people shouting, kind of thing. But it was just so nice. It was just nice to walk around like that. I've done another video which I'll upload probably before this one, or kind of thing. But I say in the video, like, it was so nice because it was perfect for somebody with autism. Like myself, right, I do get panicky and stressed and worked up, but I'm not so bad that sometimes if I can see a way around it, I'm fine. Like if I feel closed in, that's what sets me off. But yesterday, it was you could just walk around it, and it was just so nice. The sensory of it was perfect.
I mean, originally for me, I was there for Casper Sophia. I'm crap at last names, everyone knows this. And he was so majorly sweet, but he was so underrated that he was welcome to ask him anything. And whether he should or shouldn't tell you, he would.
I think like even the guests were so relaxed.
They were basically arguing over one of the stewards' birthday cakes.
And he had like a Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles cake. Even like Sylvester McCoy, we've seen Sylvester McCoy at
previous
convention now, and Sylvester's been so rushed.
He always looks real like when Seven used to get him in those moods where he had to like concentrate and think. When he always had like that twitch on his face. That was always the image we got of Sylvester. But yesterday, we saw him walking down the corridor to his photos. He looked like he was either drunk or on another planet. Like he was having the time of his life.
Yeah, and I did hear like people complaining after that, saying, "Oh, it's not that good. There's all the good ones, the best ones going to be in London and Birmingham." And but I actually enjoyed it yesterday. You know.
The thing is, with Showmaster, they try their best to distribute guests throughout the country, but you can't always get the right guest at the right time to suit everybody. If you want the energy, the guests, the craziness, then yeah, London, Birmingham, Milton Keynes when they had one, which is now in Birmingham ironically, they're probably your best bets. But at the same time then, if Showmaster was to listen to everyone and only do cons in London and Birmingham, there would be an uproar. There would be people complaining all over the north, all over Ireland and Scotland.
Yeah.
They never touch us, they never bother with us, it's all London, it's all bloody southerners.
Yeah, it's a catch-22 situation.
You either if you don't like it, don't come. But don't come and then complain. Or at least format your complaints in a way that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just bitching. It's stacko, mate.
But yeah, it was a really good convention, and I think all in all, I only spent $50, and that's the cheapest convention I've ever spent. I managed to get a cup, 2 badges, 3 autographs, and I pre-booked the photo shoots on Thursday. So, counting the photo shoots, maybe it was 70-ish.
Count the photo shoots, I think in my case it was 70 as well.
Yeah.
Because, apart from the autographs, the only other thing I got was a t-shirt. Probably the cheapest convention I've done in a while. And it's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like, you do conventions for the guests, but at the same time, you do it to be, I don't like the whole pigeonholing thing, but you do it to be among your own kind.
Yeah.
Whether you're gamer, anime, sci-fi, generic geek. And yesterday was perfect. I mean, okay, I didn't see any other cast than cosplayers, but I heard the word Defiance being thrown around, not just by Tony. And we saw people from Undertale, and this is the weird thing. The one convention this year where I haven't been doing like a Shadowhunter type, one of my friends, Abby, was dressed as a freaking Shadowhunter. It was just bizarre. She panicked when she saw my bag because she loved it, but she also thought I was a Jalik fan. But it's like, yak, not happening. I am totally just parabatized. All I am. Because, yeah, exactly. She proves this one. Now, okay, spoiler mark here, guys. On Friday, was it? Thursday.
Yes, yeah, because I came over Thursday, didn't I?
Yeah. This week, one of our fandoms has lost one of its biggest characters. And originally we were go around playing a bit of a trick, see how many of that character we could find and who'd caught up and who hadn't and all this.
I think we saw 2.
Yeah, because Christine wasn't dressed as Cass, I saw it.
Yeah.
She was here today. But, and I've just said his fucking name.
No, you said Crispy.
Yeah. But it's like, you can go to a convention with an idea and do a bugger all. I went with so many plans for what to do when I met Casper and Tony. I did one. A speaking castathon. That was it. I didn't ask Casper about Sage. I didn't ask Tony for the greeting. But I still had fun.
Yeah.
I wanted to murder my shoes by the time I got out, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things with conventions, your feet.
Bad on cosplays. And it's like, I always go for the characters and actors that are, well, not as a rule, but I seem to go for the ones that are underrated. And when I saw that Casper was going to be at Newcastle, I wanted to show that I was more of a fan of just Finn. To have more to say than go, oh, I really like you as Finn and I'm probably one of the only fans who does, but turns out I wasn't, obviously. So I looked on his IMDb, right, and it turns out he plays Athos' son in this movie years ago, where it's D'Artagnan's daughter, so D'Artagnan, who leads the New Musketeers, but it's got Michael York in, who's one of my all-time favourite actors, and I'm just like going, this can't be the same. I've watched this like religiously. How the frick is this Finn? But I haven't managed to dig it up. I can't find my copy. It's buried with my teddies and stuff. And it's like, oh my god, it's Finn! See, I knew there was a reason I liked the guy. And then you meet him, and it's like, this is just freaky. Because he's another JR, he's nothing like you expect. But he is in such a good way, same as Tony. Though with Tony being Scottish, you did expect him to be a bit unhinged. It's a given.
But he was just so chilled and...
I asked Tony what it was like kissing Jamie Murray, and he got this look on his face which was like, there's only so much I can actually tell you. They rehearsed a lot of their intimate scenes, and the first thing in my head was, did they rehearse the bath scenes? Seriously? I didn't ask him it though, I swear to Rietsu, I did not ask him that, did I?
No.
When I was, we're jumping over the map here, but there's only to remember what you can and can't say. I mean, Casper did give a few people spoilers for upcoming originals, for future projects he's working on, for the reason why some actors haven't been seen in about 20 years. No, wait, 8 years, give or take. And he told me something yesterday, which I'm going to have to clear up, because I've been thinking about it. I asked him about another potential comeback for Finn Mickelson, despite the fact I haven't actually officially caught up yet. I'd do anything to watch Finn again. Within reason. And he said, and we were discussing Finn and why I thought he was important to the show, and I seem to click pretty well with the underdog actors. And he let slip that there was a bit of friction on set between now this is a bit, he said the original witch, right? The thing is, I forgot when I told my friend that there have been 2 original witches, because there was the original Esther and the witch whose body she jumped into in the originals. I assumed he meant the original Esther because I'd asked him about something from the Vampire Diaries era of the originals, which, unless you're a fan, makes book roll sense. But he said there was a bit of friction between the actress and somebody on set. He didn't say who, and I'm not speculating or nothing. I made a jump. I have to retract that. I did jump to conclusions and assume it was the original Esther, because she was kind of the whole catalyst for Finn. But I don't know this. I do not know this. So, Claire, I am sorry. I jumped to conclusions. I have to say that. I've been trying to word it, so I thought, fuck it, I'll say it. When we were talking to Tony, one of the obvious things about him is he's Scottish. And she was melting when he was asking her name. I don't know if it was because it was Tony or because it was his accent, because she has an accent kink. Way more than I do when it comes to Aussies and Enzies. But I said, I hope you don't melt like this when we're in Scotland. And he starts asking us where we're going and why we're going and everything. And we were thinking about it, and technically, a lot of the things that we like about Scotland, yeah, there's the history, there's the legends and myths and everything. Scotland is literally full of them. But it's kind of also because of a lot of our favourite actors are from down there.
Yeah.
My geography sucks. Across from there. From here it's across.
From Scotland.
Yeah. Frick it. The thing is, we were trying to listen yesterday, and it said there's no definitions in Google. If you have, like, if your great grandmother was French, automatically you'd come up as being French, right? Because Nicole Kidman has Scottish ancestry, automatically makes her Scottish. Sounds like something the BNP would come up with. You need to check Google's allegiances.
I mean, it's like I say, I've got Scottish blood and I've got Irish blood, so I class myself as Celtic.
I like the fact that I've got Viking DNA. Doesn't mean I'm fucking Kattegat, does it? That's a place in Vikings TV show.
Yeah.
Which I won't mind, because yeah, I love Vikings. But I don't know. Anyway, so we were trying to think of favourite Scottish actors or personalities, and we're still trying to think if anyone can come up with any.
Yeah. I mean, we made the list, and the list we came up with is like, these are like, we were both like, we've got Ewan McGregor, James McAvoy, Paul McGann, Robbie Coltrane, Robert Carlyle, John Anna, David Tennant, Sylvester McCoy, Amy Manson, Richard Madden, Alan Cummings, John Barrowman, Ruth Connell, Gerard Butler, James Cosmore, Shirley Anderson, Sean Bickerstaff, Billy Boyd, Rose Leslie, Laura Fisher,
Fraser. The entire lineup of Biffy Clyro.
Michelle Gomez. I'll just Sameen.
Sian Lahib. I don't know how you pronounce her last name, but she's Helen Stewart in Bad Girls, and I'm a Bad Girls fan, so I had to add her.
We've got Karen Gillian, Sean Connery, Sam Hewen, Douglas Henshaw, Tony Cran, Gary Lewis, Dennis Lawson, Stephen Moffat, Gregory Fisher, Grado,
Sheena Easton.
Right?
Sheena
Easton, Roddy Waddy Piper, and Drew McIntyre.
Now, that just... Sheena kind of gives a bit of a link because, like with Tony, she gets casted a lot of Irish... Well, she did get casted a lot of Irish characters. Like, one of the reasons I know her is from Highlander, where she's cast as, like, the pre-Irish Republic. Before the East... What's it called? Easter Rising. She was, like, an attempt to another Irish nationalism called Annie in Hand the series. And yet again, I didn't realise she was freaking from the UK. I was half expecting her to be American. All I've got in my head is To the Cause MacLeod, and it's Irish, but she's Scottish. When you've got a Celtic lilt within reason, you can pass for any of the different Gaelic or Celtic nationalities if you've got talent. Tony's got talent. I just don't think he really believed in the character he was playing in Vikings. I think he was enjoying taking the mick out of Antonio Banderas too much. But 13th Warrior. Sorry. Fuck it. They were all Irish. And Irish and Scottish, and bloody Vikings is filmed in Ireland.
Yeah.
I mean, Vikings another one. You've got a bunch of Canadians playing freaking either Norse or Irish. Because Chris, he's played English before, so I guess playing, whether we don't actually know whether he's playing one of the Norsemen or he's playing one of the Irish, or not. But we'll find out. And one of the Irish actors is playing a Brit. So you've got the Gaelic accent or the Celtic accent. You can pretty much chameleon your way out into anything.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we are actually going to Scotland. See, this segues into everything. This is kind of how our brains go. We're going to Scotland this weekend. Mainly because of the Highlander connection. We're going to Fort William, which is not very far from Glenfinnan, on the shores of Loch Shiel. Which, unless you're a complete idiot, you'll know that Highlander is one of our main fandoms. I mean, she's got it tied on the body.
Don't you can see it.
That's the right one for a change.
I just like it's an artistic shit.
And Ali's got it on hers, but we couldn't time it right to bring Ali with us. I don't think we could figure it out because of her work and coinage and everything. And this was like a part idea with my segue idea with my dad. He likes walking and fell walking and stuff, and it just kind of worked. Now we've been looking into things to do, and we've pretty much turned up. We're going bird watching, going on the boats, looking at the viaducts where Harry Potter comes from, going to Glenfinnan. The problem is we don't drink because there is actually a brewery that one of our friends keep telling us about. I am so peed off though because we're going to Edinburgh on the last day, which will be Friday, and in Edinburgh there is a room in a pub which on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is themed after The Walking Dead. Now, she's not a zombie fan. She can't stand them.
No. It's not just like I don't like anything with zombies.
The thing is, I don't scare easily. I'd love to actually see something that could actually scare me.
Yeah, it'd be like a Scooby-Doo thing. When Scooby jumps into Shaggy's arms, I'd be jumping into her arms.
I like The Walking Dead. It's a time passer, but I'm not a fan. I just thought it'd be interesting to see. Oh well, Edinburgh's always going to be there. It's one of the oldest cities we've got.
And if it's touring one, is it static?
It's static. It's this one pub, apparently. There was an entire pub, and my dad looked, and it's one room. It's like, what do? Lock them in? That really would be Walking Dead. Yeah, if you go on like any other day, and you go up to the door, and they knock, and they're like banging against it to try and get through.
Yeah.
Like they do in the show.
I'm running.
It's like at MCon, they have these walkers, Walking Dead term, and sometimes they're behind this fence, and sometimes they're let free. This one of them was literally stood behind me for about 10 minutes before he realised I knew he was there and I didn't give a crap. The only thing that pissed me off was he got caught in my wig, and it was really, really pissing me off. Whereas her, she'd gone run a fucking mile by now.
Yeah, pretty much.
This never works. We always say ask us anything, and people go hi, bye. So like, if you can come up with any subjects, any questions, anything, literally.
Cause next week we're at, call it next week, we're at Ali's at
Next weekend, yeah.
Next weekend.
We're going to be in and around Ali's.
We'll be together again, so if there's anything, then. We've also set up a Power Batai TV.
She set it up.
I'm going to give her a password and everything for it, so that she can access it as well. But we've also set up Power Batai TV. So a lot of these videos will also be on my channel.
The camera's died again! Oh, dying. I don't know.
It's low battery. It'll be on my personal channel, but it'll also be on Power Batai TV, and she wants to upload them onto hers, they'll be on her channel. So, if you've got any questions or anything you want us to talk about, we'll give it a go. And if
Raziel's underwear.
What?
Lot of shadows.
Yes.
This week.
Also, we'll come to that in a minute. So if there's anything you wanna, because you can also.
What, Raziel's underwear?
We can try doing like a Skype one or Skype video.
Skype is the devil.
Or Facebook chat, video chat. So we can try doing videos that way as well.
Yeah.
But also on Tuesday, which is perfect timing, the next Shadowhunter book comes out, The Lord of Shadows. I'll probably be doing a book review about it.
I still haven't read Lady Midnight.
Read Lady Midnight! Everybody, look, Shadowhunter fans, people who's read Lady Midnight, tell her to read Lady Midnight.
The thing is, last year when Lady Midnight came out, I love Cassandra, she's the goddess of it all, but I also have two other favourite authors three actually, who had books out. And then the thing is for me, if it's about a year or something between series, I always go back at least 2 books, if there are 2 books, to catch up. And then I was going to read the next book in Vampire Academies. I know it's been out for 10 years, do not remind me. Then one of my friends spoiled it to hell, so I'm waiting for my brain to kind of reuse those particles so I can forget what I know. You mean? The problem is I have a crap memory for everyday stuff, but when it comes to spoilers, it kind of cleans on there, except when she told me about Will. All the way to Whitby, over a bump, and I just go, holy crap! Made her and my dad jump on their fucking skin.
It wasn't exact, and I don't think I gave you the full spoiler.
You didn't. But it was just like the thing is, I forgot it. That was the point I was trying to make. But normally, if somebody's really drove it in that this is going to happen and you really didn't want to know, fucking drags. So I put Vampire Academy aside, picked up one of the new books, had to go back 2 books to understand what the frell he was saying, and then Gail goes and releases the next one in the Imprudence into the Custer Protocol, and. Well, yeah. And then we found Minty Das, didn't we? The Storm Sisters.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, she has not released book 2, but she says she has. Amazon are bastards.
Anyway, should we leave it there?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we're going to leave it there now. And yeah, any ideas, any suggestions?
We'll probably be doing something while we're in Scotland, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody on the YouTube channel did suggest ship or sink.
Well, for that you need someone to. The whole point of that kind of game is somebody's giving you ships to.
Yeah.
And like we proved when we did a video on shipping, we can't come up with that many ships.
Yeah. So if
that we don't agree on.
If you've got any ships,
just send us random suggestions, even if you don't even watch the show.
Yeah, because we
do
can
a bit of
always
research.
we can always just look on YouTube for clips, Wikipedia, Google. We can do that. So any ships you want us to do. Somebody else did suggest a date with Markiplier, but that's not really a gamer. And even though he's not a gamer, it's kind of like a read your own adventure. So if you know of any read your own adventure videos that we could react to.
If you can hear that weird huffing thing, it's my dog. She's asleep.
Yeah, but if you know of any like follow your own adventure things on YouTube, pick your own endings kind of thing, and we'll do that. I would do Dick and Markiplier, but I've already watched it and finished it, so it wouldn't be a true reaction.
We could do a react to the death of the character we were talking about earlier, but we've both already seen it.
Yeah.
I swore I wasn't going to watch it, but then I kept going up on YouTube and I just thought, I saw this, I'm going to have to watch it just to know how they finally ended it. It was the damn squid.
I still might just to...
You could do a reaction to the aftermath, because there's some versions on YouTube that cut off the ending.
Yeah.
Because you've got
but
it goes to go in on the other two, and it just goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I can find the full clip, I will do a reaction to that and the personal tears.
The thing is, that's the point. We could do a video on when fandom shows should stop.
Yeah.
Because that is a whole other fucking rant.
Maybe Destiny shows like
yeah, like do a freaking Arviat Kovale list, but only for TV characters.
Yanto's death,
Zoot,
the person who's just died in the TV show. They're not even.
Well, technically, there have been 3 deaths in the show.
Yeah.
But there's only one that really matters.
Yeah.
Well, 2 us.
Yeah. So yeah, if you got anything like that, let us know. And yeah. So yeah, leave us comments, leave us some suggestions, some ideas, and we'll get back to you. Okay, so for now, we'll say love you lots, and we'll see you on the and we're keeping moving, weird. Bye!